congratulations. What an incredible night. Just sum up how you feel right now, Ollie. Istanbul bound.
Oh, amazing, amazing. You know, in the first leg, we were very passive. They've got some good players, and to be fair, they deserve the win, I felt, in the first game. But it was always going to be difficult here for them at Villa Park, and you know, we've been looking forward to this for weeks since we played. Obviously, the poor performance against Tottenham, but I think everyone's mind was on this game tonight.
From the off, you guys just seem to be at it tonight. You're winning every battle, every duel out there, Emmy.
Of course, we knew how difficult and how tough these games are. They show some character in the first leg, and we knew from the beginning we needed to start strong here with our fans, with our supporters. They were the 12th man, and I think everyone ran a lot, fight a lot. So, and then we play our football. We show the whole season how good we can play, and we show it today. I think the result is amazing, and I think we deserve this.
You're pushing for the goal. Who's going to claim this? Because you tapped it in, but ultimately, was it Emmy that created that allowed you to get in that position?
He's just put it on a plate for me at the end of the day. I had to tap it in, but that's what I want to do. But yeah, amazing goal and assist for him today. But I think everyone worked so hard. It's hard to pick a man of the match. We're all amazing, I thought.
Emmy, I'm going to say you were the coolest man in Villa Park when you put that ball on the penalty spot. Because let me tell you, I was sat amongst the fans. They were nervous when you put that ball down.
No, I took the responsibility. I think it obviously was one of the most decisive penalties for the club in the recent years. But I didn't feel pressure. I think I feel calm, and I knew it 100% what I wanted to do. And yeah, goal to help the team, and then. But after that, the team is still fighting, going forward, pressing high, and we wanted more, and we create an amazing result.
The atmosphere in here tonight was unbelievable from start to finish. It's been 44 years. Some of these fans have never seen Villa in a major European final, and some have waited a heck of a long time for this.
Yeah, I think there's no better manager than this to get us prepared for this game, and obviously take us into the final as well. His track record speaks for itself. So yeah, we're in a great position, but we need to go there and win now.
Well, yeah, it's looking like, I think it is Freiburg. It looks like in the final for you boys now. So what would it mean to end this season? We know there's Champions League football potentially through the Premier League, but what would it mean to win a trophy?
Oh, of course. I think the prestige to win a trophy, and obviously for this club with the history this club got, is an amazing. We know the fans really want this trophy for us, and we will fight. It's a final. We need to prepare well and keep going in the Premier League as well, because we want to finish as top as possible.
Lovely. I'm going to let you both go. Are you okay? You got a knock on the head then. You're all right. You're right. We'll see you in 13 days. We are looking forward to it. Well done. Unai, massive congratulations. You are on the way to Istanbul. Can you just sum up the game and how you feel right now?
Good evening. Very happy to enjoy this momentum with the supporters and in Villa Park. This semi-final second leg here. Of course, we needed them, and they supported us. Was a great atmosphere today. And the players, they responded fantastic after the first leg, how we were planning the match today, how we prepared the days before, and on the field, they were today so focused.
It did seem your players really were on it. They were winning every battle. Was this what you were expecting tonight?
We needed to improve things. We didn't do well the first leg in Nottingham. Of course, playing away and in the stadium with the atmosphere. But we were focusing a lot, preparing the game today to change some things and improving things. And one of them was get duels and try to press better on the field, stopping them, and through it, progressively dominate and impose, and of course, with their quality to win.
Some fantastic goals as well tonight. To win by such a deficit, a 4-0 deficit, that must be really pleasing for you.
Yes, of course. Of course, but I was getting balance during the game as well. How we started, how we were progressively responding our plan, how the players as well they were getting individual tasks strongly, and through it scoring one goal, through it scoring the second goal. I think the match was going forward like we planned, and I tried to be always getting balance and respecting the opponent, each moment respecting the opponent, and through it as well, imposing like we did. Really fantastic. Of course, the result at the end, 4-0, is a very great achievement with goals we scored. But overall, how serious match we played, how serious we are respecting this competition, and how we are getting the final through it.
It has been 44 years since Aston Villa have been in a major European final. You could see what it meant to the fans at the end there. Some of these fans have never seen that, and some have been waiting a really long time to see it again.
To win is very difficult, and visualize the final was not in my mind until now, after the game today, because the only visualization I had before was the match we played today. And now we are going to visualize, we are going to try to enjoy as well the process we have. Fribourg, German team, always very difficult, and of course we have one very huge motivation now to play this final and to do the travel with the supporter to Istanbul.
Vitor, commiserations, obviously not the night you wanted out there tonight. What are your overall thoughts on your team's performance?
You know, to compete in a semi-final, to compete against this kind, against a team as Aston Villa, we need everyone in the conditions to compete. And if you look for the game on the bench, we had 3 players on the bench because the other ones they went in the bench, but injury. If you look for our bench today, the only solutions that we had was from the first team was Bakwa, Luca, Morello. We try, but injury is not in conditions, and Yates. And this is very short to come here without solutions, playing a game against Chelsea, traveling again, come here after 3 days, and this was not possible. Very proud of our supporters because they help us. They try in this long road to help us. Well, today was not possible it's a pity, but the team is not proud of my players because they try everything. But in the end, we didn't have the conditions, the conditions to compete for this game.
I just want to ask you about the penalty incident that Milenkovic gave away. Have you seen it? What are your thoughts on it?
I didn't see, but I tell you one thing. This referee was a very good referee, but not for us. Because a lot of yellow cards, a lot of fouls. But a lot of fouls against us. The other fouls against them, he forgot to. But he permit a lot of the aggressiveness. But in the end, I don't want to arrange an excuse. In the end, to resume today, we were not in our level to compete for this semi-final.
When you say you weren't at the level to compete, obviously you've mentioned the squad issues you had and the fact you played on Monday as well. Did you feel like your intensity levels were there and they matched Aston Villa's tonight?
You know, Ollie out, Morgan out, Sangare out, Murilo out, Callum out, Danadoy out. You know, you look for the squad. You look for the squad to bring the squad. We put 3 players injury on the bench, and we brought 3 players from the academy. And to compete in a semi-final in these conditions, after the game against Chelsea. It's not, that's why I'm saying to you that we didn't have the conditions to compete here in the level that demands this kind of game.
And just finally, Vitor, obviously it's been an incredible journey to even get to this point. Do you feel like in a matter of time you will be able to look back fondly on the journey that you've come on and the brilliant run you've been on recently as well?
Of course. This is the ending was not the way in the way that we of course we create expectations. We want to get a different result, but today it was not possible. It was not possible. We try. The players they try. I hope that we'll not have another injury because we have games. We have the games to play, and now just to focus and to keep the club in the Premier League.
Ryan, commiserations tonight. What did you make of that? I know you watched the first half from the bench, but what did you make of the overall game?
I think Aston Villa, firstly, were fantastic tonight. We wanted to come here, quieten the crowd, and we couldn't really get a foothold in the game. I think it was important that we got to half-time at 0-0 and reassessed, and they obviously got that first goal, and it was tough to break the momentum.
Why do you think you struggled to get into this game so much? Because from what we've seen from Forest recently, that was a performance that's been unlike you.
Yeah, I agree. I think, firstly, like I say, you have to give credit to Aston Villa, how they played. They were fired up. I think we were too, but I think it's fine margins. I think at 1-1, I think a harsh decision goes against us. I'm not saying we haven't had a few of them in the Europa League as well, but yeah, it's fine details, and then the game opens up and we got punished.
What harsh decision were you talking about?
Just the penalty. I think when you slow it down in real time, everyone's grabbing shirts. But when you slow it down and the shirt's away from the body, it does look like a penalty. But like I say, that's not taken away from how good Aston Villa were, how many chances they created. But them things can change a side.
What was the message from your manager then to come on in the second half? What did Forest need to change?
I think we need to be a little bit more physical. I think we need to win more duels all over the pitch, win more second balls, get ourselves up the pitch. And most importantly, keep hold of the ball. I think we were turning the ball over a little bit sloppily, and their crowd were in fantastic voice, and we just couldn't stop the momentum, and in the end it told.
Do you think you just ran out of steam for their third and fourth goals? Yeah,
I think so. When you give spaces to a top side, they punish you. I'm not sure how many shots they had, but they were extremely clinical, and sometimes you have to hold your hands up and learn from it.
And just finally, Ryan, I know obviously it wasn't the outcome you wanted, but do you think in time you'll look back on what has been an incredible period and an incredible run getting to the semi-finals of the Europa League?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that now, to be honest, but we've been on an incredible journey this season. It's been full of ups and downs, and we want to finish the campaign in the Premier League as strongly as possible. We're in fantastic form apart from tonight, and that's what we're aiming on. And thank you so much to all the supporters, and sorry we couldn't make it to Istanbul.
Well, congratulations, that went about as well as it could do.
Yeah, it was a special night. I felt the pressure today. The expectation was high. We had to turn up, and we did. What a performance for the first minute. Intense, aggressive, but quality in the end. And in the second half we were outstanding, and some great finishes in the second half.
And the noise from the crowd, did that create pressure or ease it?
No, it eased the pressure. I think it's the loudest I've ever heard Villa Park in the warm-up. And we fed off that energy. And coming out, it was electric, and I think the squad knew the importance of this game. We knew what it would take to get to a final, but we're so close now to writing ourselves in the history books, and that's what we've got to focus on. I think the final's in 13 days. We've got a league game on Sunday to try and get us top 5. If we can get that, we can prepare for the final the best way possible, and write ourselves into history books.
Have you been to Istanbul before?
I have. I think I'm trying to think where I've been. No, I've been to the airport. I've been to the airport. It's a nice airport, but hopefully we can sneak in the back somewhere.
And if you score a hat-trick in the final, you could end up top scorer, Europa League.
Yeah, but if Ollie scores a hat-trick and I'm way behind him, I'd be delighted. I just want to get my hands on that trophy in whatever way possible.